The relationship between a mentor and their protege is one of the most powerful and transformative connections we can experience in life. It is built on a foundation of trust, admiration, and the sincere desire for growth. We seek out guides because the path ahead is uncertain, and the weight of forging it alone can feel overwhelming. A good mentor appears as a beacon, a living testament that the journey is possible, that the peaks can be scaled. They offer a map drawn from their own travels, and in our gratitude we often follow it without question. This is the subtle and often overlooked danger. The very guidance we so desperately seek can become a cage, not because of any malicious intent, but because of a fundamental, unconscious human tendency. We recreate what we know. A mentor, no matter how wise, will often mold you in their own image, rather than one that is uniquely your own. This molding is rarely a deliberate act of ego. It is a quieter, more insidious process. It begins with admiration. You see in this person qualities you wish to possess, achievements you aspire to, a way of moving through the world that seems effective and admirable. In the beginning, you consciously imitate their strategies, their speech patterns, their problem-solving methods. This is a natural and effective part of learning. But the deeper shift happens in the psyche. You start to internalize their values as the correct values. Their definition of success becomes your definition of success. Their fears become your fears to avoid. Their blind spots become invisible walls in your own perception. You are not just learning from them. You are downloading their operating system, complete with its unique bugs and limitations. Consider the psychology at play here. From a young age, our sense of self is constructed in relation to others. We look for models of how to be. A mentor provides a potent, ready-made model for a specific domain of life, be it business, art, relationships, or spirituality. This fulfills a deep-seated need for belonging and validation. To be accepted by the mentor, to hear their words of approval becomes a powerful reward. Unconsciously, we begin to shape our thoughts and actions to elicit that reward. We present the version of ourselves that most closely aligns with their vision. The parts of us that are dissonant with their worldview, our quirky passions, our unconventional ideas, our different emotional rhythms, are subtly suppressed. They are not punished. They are simply not reinforced by the approving gaze of the guide we hold in such high esteem. This is how you can wake up one day, years into a journey guided by a well-intentioned mentor, and feel a profound sense of emptiness. You may have achieved the goals they set out for you. You may operate with their efficiency. You may speak with their confidence, but a quiet voice inside whispers that this is not your life. It feels like you are wearing a suit that was tailored for someone else. It may be a magnificent suit admired by everyone, but it pinches at the shoulders, and the sleeves are too long. The achievements feel hollow because they were not born from the raw, messy, and authentic material of your own soul. They were prefabricated. You have become a brilliant tribute act, but you have lost the sound of your own music. The danger is compounded by the fact that the most charismatic and successful mentors are often the ones with the most rigidly defined worldviews. Their success in their minds is a direct validation of their methods and their philosophy. Therefore, any deviation from their path is seen not as a different choice, but as a mistake. They may frame their advice as absolute truth, not personal perspective. When you express a desire to try a different approach, to explore a path that diverges from their own, they might respond with concern, with confusion, or with stories of others who failed by not listening. This is not necessarily manipulation. It is often a genuine belief that they are protecting you from hardship. But in doing so, they are protecting you from your own journey, from the essential stumbles and self-discoveries that carve out a genuine identity. So, how does one navigate this essential relationship without losing the self? The first and most critical step is conscious awareness. You must enter into any mentoring relationship with your eyes wide open. Acknowledge the power dynamic from the start. Understand that you are engaging with a human being, not a prophet. They have biases, unhealed wounds, limitations, and a personal history that colors every piece of advice they give. Your primary responsibility is not to them, but to your own nascent, unfolding self. The mentor is a consultant to your life, not the CEO. This requires you to cultivate a fierce and discerning inner observer. As you receive guidance, you must constantly check in with your own internal compass. Does this advice resonate with my core values, or does it force me to contort myself? Does this path feel like an expansion of my spirit, or a contraction? That feeling in your gut, that slight tension in your chest when you are pushed in a direction that isn't right for you, that is the voice of your authenticity, and it is your most important tool. Learn to listen to it more than you listen to the voice of authority. The goal is to learn from the mentor without surrendering to them. Take the tools they offer, but use them to build your own house, not a replica of theirs. A powerful practice is to intentionally seek out multiple mentors. No single person can be a complete model for the complex, multifaceted individual you are. One mentor might offer unparalleled business acumen, but their approach to personal relationships may be lacking. Another might be a model of spiritual integrity, but struggle with practical worldly matters. By gathering a board of advisors for your life, you expose yourself to a diversity of perspectives. This naturally breaks the spell of any single worldview. When you hear conflicting advice from two people you respect, you are forced to do the most important work of all. You are forced to choose. And in that act of choosing, you define yourself. You move from being a passive receptacle of wisdom to an active participant in the creation of your own character. Furthermore, it is vital to periodically take extended breaks from your mentors to engage in what we might call solitary fieldwork. Go out into the wilderness of your own life and try out the tools you have been given without the mentor looking over your shoulder. Make your own mistakes. Discover what works for you, not just what worked for them. This is where the theoretical knowledge you have absorbed is pressure tested against the reality of your unique temperament, your specific circumstances, and your evolving desires. You will find that some of their golden rules are for you made of lead, while some offhand comments they made become life-changing revelations. This process of personalization is what transforms borrowed knowledge into earned wisdom. Ultimately, the healthiest mentoring relationship is one that has an expiration date, or at least a profound evolution. The mentor's greatest success should be their own obsolescence in your life. A true master does not seek disciples who forever echo their teachings. They seek to create other masters, who will then go on to forge their own paths. The transition can be challenging. It can feel like a betrayal to outgrow your guide. But it is the natural and necessary order of things. It is a sign that the seed has grown into a tree and no longer needs the protective greenhouse. The journey of self-discovery is a lonely one at its core. No one can walk it for you. Mentors are invaluable companions who can light the path for a stretch, offer supplies and warn you of pitfalls they have encountered. But the destination is yours alone to define. The map you are following must be one you draw yourself, with revisions and corrections made with every step. Be grateful for your mentors. Honor their time and their wisdom. Learn everything you can from them, but be vigilant. Protect the strange, beautiful, and unique spark that is you. Do not allow anyone, no matter how wise or well-intentioned, to pour your life into the mold of their own experience. Your destiny is not to become a fainter copy of someone else's masterpiece, but to stand as the original, unrivaled, and authentic, a work of art that could only have been created by you.